The government is not going to take care of you. This is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. They're not going to. And you want to be able to stand on your own. You got to be able to do the things yourself. You have to take care of your family. You got to prepare. You got to be ready. Freedom is independence. Independence from the system. You being able to take care of yourself without being controlled by the government or by whoever has the food, whoever has the supplies. So you got to get up off your butt. You have to prepare now. You have to get right with God. You got to get right mentally, and you got to get right physically. Your body, you got to work out. You got to prepare. You got to get your food storage, your water storage. You got to get these things. We're coming into winter, a very harsh winter, according to Farmer's Almanac and other sources. There's a lot on the horizon. We got truckers striking. We got solar flares. We got all this stuff going down. We have so much to think about. We have the C-19er thing still. We have that thing going on. To do that or to not to do that. It's a free will issue for me. I believe if you want to do it, do it. If you don't, don't. Whatever. But you got to prepare now. Nobody's going to do it for you. You got to get up. You got to lift yourself up. You got to empower yourself. You need to think about these things. Nobody's going to do it for you. You got to think outside the box. Like David Goggins says, be hard. You got to be hard. Seriously, you got to get up. You got to lift yourself up. You have to not worry, not dwell. You got to make it a priority. You got to do this stuff yourself. Get up and do the things. Go to the store, buy some food, order some supplies. Get out into nature. Start moving your body. Nobody's going to do it for you. I can be here to try to lift you up, to try to empower you guys, to try to encourage you guys. But the fact is, you have to do it. You have to prepare for your family. You have to have food to feed your family so they don't starve in front of your own eyes, depending on whatever may happen. Because whatever may happen, it will happen. Something will happen. Whether it's a personal SHTF, you losing your job, getting injured really bad, losing a family member, whatever it may be, natural disasters, economic collapse, food shortages, whatever it may be, drought, pandemic. Oh, I said that word. Seriously, no matter what it is, something will happen. It just does. That's the way it works. So you got to get up, you got to do the things, you got to do the stuff for yourself. I can't tell you exactly what to do. You're in a different situation than I am. I'm in a different situation than you are. I live in a different area than you do. What do you need to prepare in your area? Is water your main weakness? Is food your main weakness? What about medical? What about dental? What about physical fitness? What about growing your own food, raising your own animals? Ability to replenish your emergency fund, your food storage. Use your emergency fund. Remember, prepping is living insurance. So it's very important. This is what helps you live. This is what will allow you to thrive, hopefully thrive, at least survive for a period of time. But you got to have a way to replenish it. And nobody's going to do this for you. You got to get up here. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to be uncomfortable. I'll tell you a story. So we had grandkids over. The kids and the grandkids wanted to sleep on the floor in the living room, do a camp out. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Grandpa is soft. Seriously. I was uncomfortable doing that. And I got really mad at myself thinking, you know, that's pathetic. The fact that I was uncomfortable sleeping on the floor, on a rug, on blankets. We threw some blankets down and stuff like that. That's pathetic. I should be hard enough, dedicated enough. I should be used to this kind of stuff. Not sleeping in my comfy little bed. We got to get used to this stuff. We can't be used to being soft. Being used to our comfy little bed and our warm house and stuff like that. We got to get outside. We got to get outside the box. We got to start being uncomfortable. We got to start to be doing uncomfortable things. Not the easy things. We got to do the hard things now. We got to improve our bodies. We got to improve our minds. We have to improve our preparedness. Very, very important. So you got to get outside of your comfort zone. You got to think outside the box. You got to think dynamically. You got to build these plans in place now. Your calm plans, your bug out plans, your bug in plans, your bug out locations, your caches, your water replenishment, your food storage, your hunting, fishing, trapping, wild edibles, wild medicinals. There's so much to do it. Have you taken a TCCC class, a Stop the Bleed class, a first aid class, a CPR class, anything like that? How is your medical? What's your medical like? I don't know. What is your other weak areas? What about security and defense? That's all stuff we talk about on Patreon. Links in the description below if you want to check it out. Hundreds of videos, $1 a month. If you want to pay more, that's more than welcome. But check it out if you want to. Also, Amazon storefront, link in the description below. OLIGHT code in the below. And My Patriot Supply. A good way to get food storage, long-term, freeze-dried food storage for your preps. I love their products. We buy their products. We use their products. We store their products. So I believe in them. Preparewithap.com. That's the website. Check it out. But, or don't. It's all. If you want to do it, do it. It's 25% off via my store. But anyway, if you don't, I don't care. Just go to the store, buy some rice, buy some beans, buy some canned goods, buy some rations, order yourself some MREs, something. Water barrels, rain catchment. We're coming up in winter, so it's going to rain a lot more, right? Depending on where you are. So set up that stuff. Get your IBC totes in order. Get whatever it may be in order. Dig a pond if you can. There's a lot of stuff to do, but you got to get up. You got to do the hard things now, because I'll tell you what, SHTF happens, whatever the scenario may be, it's going to be a lot more difficult then. You got to do the hard things now while it's easy, because it's easier. You got time. You can take it at your own pace. You can learn from your mistakes now. You don't want to be learning from your mistakes when things really matter, when it's a life and death matter. You want to know how to grow your garden. You want to know how to raise your animals. You want to know how to properly store your food. You want to know how to locate water, how to purify water, how to filter water, all these things. There's so much to it. You don't want to be trying to learn how to use a tourniquet when your arm is about shot off, right? No, you don't. I'm sorry to be blunt, but you got to start doing this now. You got to get outside your comfort zone. You got to start making everything a priority. Go to as many classes as you can. Bushcraft classes, medical classes, whatever it may be. The local canning group, ham radio, wherever. Prepping is a large topic, but you got to do everything you can. You don't want to be caught unprepared. Because like I talked about in yesterday's video, the ominous thing coming. Yeah, something is coming down. You can. I don't know if you can feel it or not. You gotta feel it. Society is changing. It's just, man, I'll tell you what, it's just so much, it's weird out here now. It's so different. And people are so divided. Especially along these lines of, the whole taking the jab or not. And forcing people to do it. I don't like that. Not at all. God gave us free will. It should be our free will and our choice. I'll stand by that. But if it becomes mandatory, like here in Washington, state workers, education workers, and everybody associated with those things have to get it to continue working, how many of you are actually ready and willing to quit? Actually, don't quit. Just keep on. Just don't refuse to comply. And then when they fire you, get it in writing. Why they fired you. Make them answer for it. Make them stand by the reason. Be ready though. You're going to have to make some hard sacrifices. Do you think our founding fathers lost nothing? No. They lost their entire fortunes. A lot of them lost their lives, their families, everything. How many Americans are willing to do that today? Are you willing to stand by your convictions? Or are you going to roll over and just say, oh, well, I got to do this because I got to go to work because I got to pay the bills? Okay, I get it. Yeah, that's right. You do. But there are other ways. The other ways to do it. And we're coming to a point in time where if it's something you feel strongly about, you're going to have to make a stand. I know this Some people don't like that. But I'll tell you what, standing by your convictions makes you who you are. In your beliefs. It's important. I don't want to beat a dead horse. So anyway, prep a little every day. Please, I love you guys. Please subscribe, hit the like button, share the videos, comment below. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.